Alrighty, this is a reply, I'm sorry, this is a follow up. I did a video regarding income reporting and I sent in emails to both somebody at Food Stamps and somebody at, their acronym appears to be HHW PCAC. I've heard it called Community Action Center. Yeah, the local office for me is in Kent. Alrighty, this is her reply to me sending the income verification checklist to her staff. Darcy. Your email and information was forwarded to me from Darcy. During your appointment with her in July, she explained the process to you. I read your original email to her and there was no question, rather a request for you to provide in writing the same information she explained during your visit. I will send you a follow-up email with these instructions again. This mentions nothing about what my concerns were in the CAC report. Not a single thing. I don't know what it's about. It's just bizarre. Not a single mention. So I try to paraphrase some of that. I am only interested in two clarifications. I have the recordings of two representatives. The one that says she was in her office. Oh, I forgot to mention. This is also going to my caseworker at Food Stamps, assuming that fs.ohio.gov is Food Stamps. So apparently they're talking to her, both of which I've talked to on the phone, and as you know, I record my phone conversation. I'm going back to that light, dark, good, evil. It really is binary on this. You either are okay with being on the record or you're not. And if you're not, why not? Is it evil? Take a look. The easy thing is be always on the record. Some people think they can keep the evil hidden. I don't think it should. All righty. So, Ms. Brandy Lanigan, because I don't know which she used Mr. Wagner. I don't know if she got it from that, but if I should treat her the same. Ms. Brandy Lanigan, I am only interested in two clarifications. I have the recordings of two representatives, and I do. Unless something happened to the file registry, should still be on my phone. There's plenty of space. There's no reason why it would have got deleted for space. And I don't think there's a time delay. At least I hope not. A person from your office that said I did not have to report any income until next year. Oh, the person from your office said that I do not have to report any income until next year, which is after year from my very first meeting and the amount was declared. That's exactly what she tried to do. She said, hey, you don't have to show up. Now, I don't know if she was saying that in the hopes that I don't read the paperwork that came and because I'm too busy trying to stay alive. And if I don't make a payment, then she said, I never said that. But she did. I recorded it. Alrighty. Next year. And then because that person has said that, I wanted to, well, it could be from your perspective, trap Darcy to say if she's going to say the same thing. In other words, she too is involved in trying to trap people. If that's what's happening, or if the first person was just being lazy, I don't know. But anyway, when I was on the phone conversation with Darcy, oh, I misspelled her name. Okay, not Darley, I misspelled it twice. There we go, Darcy. Conversation was much longer, and I'll start over. The person from your office said that I did not have to report any income until next year. That's exactly what they said. Don't know the reason for it, but that is a recording I have. My next recorded phone conversation about this subject, I don't need to add that, was with Darcy, and that was a much longer conversation. I talked about how unemployment works. I think it all states from the fact that I was reporting accurately to unemployment. There are weeks that I did not look for work. I am trying to get settled to a new life, unemployed, residence in Ada, not Alger. I'm trying to adjust, and I'm just trying to adjust. It takes time for me to do certain things. And I did not look for work because I didn't think I need to. I thought I was going to get my budget set. Now, that didn't happen. And the paperwork says I have to report changes for 30 days or within 30 days. I think I'm going to go with within 30 days. I think it's similar. I'm not going to pull out it and show it. I'm going to make them do that because obviously it's their job. Okay. Now here's the important part. I did not get a reply to me email until it's yours. So now I am showing anyone who cares, that's you folks, what life is like for those that live way below the poverty line. Now I'm going to say unemployment gets me slightly above, but that's finite. And I assure you, nobody wants to hire me, as far as I can tell. I have had a couple people kind enough to send me rejection letters, but I'm pretty sure when all they do is see my age, see my declarations, see my credit score, and say, nope. Okay. And here's where I'm talking. Slightly above. I need to have a dollar amount to create a budget. That's all I need to do. I need to be able to budget my money. I've got to know what's coming in and where it's going to go out. Right now, I am making the requirements for unemployment. That's just verifying what I sent in. And here's me telling them one of my fears. Unemployment, it has a finite limit. I need the numbers to plan accordingly. And then I talk about a generalization. People with malicious intent often choose to manipulate events when there is a paper record. This document says ... And then the question to me is, did you do ... Nope. And then if I say something like, and my response will be, well, I was told that I had to do, and then the malicious person says, we have no record of it. Which is exactly what this Brandon Lanigan is trying to say. If you read this, it's talking about just an email. Nothing about the CAC report, CAC report, and nothing about me telling them of the 2 phone recordings. Not a lick. So then I go on. Yeah, concerns that, hey, they say that, nope, you knew about it, so we're going to boot you off. Yeah, we have no record. Then someone like me gets booted off the program and they die. That's not hyperbole. If I lose gas and electric and water, I can't survive. That's as simple as that. It doesn't matter if I'm able to pay rent. I'm not going to survive. I'm going to die. This is what happens to people that try to survive under the poverty line. I believe for gas and electric, I need a simple sentence from the recognized authority in your department. And then I provide options. I see 3 choices for that authority to provide. You do not need to send us any income documents. The $29 a month for gas and electric will be fine until you need to come back on the yearly verification date. And then I give them option number 2. You do not need to send us any income documents. We will use the Social Security and it will be $69 a month. And that's what they calculated first, and then they realized that I had not received my first Social Security payment, and they recalculated. And that's where the $29 a month comes in. And then if you gain regular employment, or no, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. I gain regular employment, and that's unlikely. I've already mentioned it. Credit score, poor health, old. I won't even get past the AI. So, and then call us for a meeting if I do get a job. If not, then we'll see you at the yearly verification date. And then finally is the one that I think it should be. That's number 3. Thanks for keeping us up on your income. Our staff will do the math and notify you what those two bills will be on such and such and such and such a date. Oh, then I go. Change that. Or alrighty, I've updated that. That's it. That's assuming that they can do that, which they may not. But it's the same I'm dealing with. If it's going to be month to month, either you decide you do the math, or you have me come in and then we do the math together. Now, those are the things regarding gas and electric. Water is a different thing. The water is the next part. This brings me to the second concern. I asked for documentation with specific information, the math, for the 80 Village bill. Those are water, trash, everything. Excuse me. Now here's where it said okay, I didn't complete that sentence. If I do not remember if I talked about it with Darcy on our last phone call, which I have a record of. Now, I talked about the other person. Okay, I better change that. Not to R. Last phone call with Darcy. The call with the person at your office said there was a $500 limit. That's what she mentioned in one of the things when we were talking about what I had to do. And I needed, what I need for that is details. How does it work? And the reason I put there. So I need a mathematical breakdown of how it works. And then I list the reason. Should I be using the income from unemployment, go to the past due balance, or else when the $500 runs out, I will have to pay the past due or lose running water. Did I say that clearly? Okay, I might do that again. I need to know if, let's say that twice. Yeah, I need to know if the income from unemployment needs to go to the past due balance, and then I do not want a situation where when the 500 rods I have to prove it past due or I lose running water. And then this is talking about this video. I'm making this public because so there is complete transparency on my part. As you notice, this Brandy Lanigan She did not mention anything about phone calls or my report. Not a lick. And that's concerning to me. And then I talk about, I'm making this public, and if the state of Ohio thinks this is outrageous, in other words, they think that what I'm doing to them is outrageous, maybe I need to be evaluated for special needs. Because I don't see it. I think I have stumbled upon either a lot of laziness and not wanting to do the work, or an outright trap for poor people. I hope it's not an outright trap, but I don't know. You make your own decisions regarding the way I've been treated. I don't lie about how I've been treating. I think that's the problem. They are so used to deal with people trying to cheat that they have no concept on how to deal with somebody trying to do it right. Okay. Here's where I talk about I send a message to the Department of Development and send that report to them. Here we go. People in desperate situations should not hear conflicting stories of what they should be supposed to do on the phone with then here's showing my commitment. I should say with changing this. People in desperate situations should not hear conflicting directives. All right, do you want me to see if I am capable enough to get the calls off my phone and send them to you? All righty. And now this is where the video is going to stop because I need to put in the URL, and to do that I have to create the video on YouTube. Not exactly sure what's going to happen, but I'm telling the truth, and I got people that just don't seem to even acknowledge previous conversations. I mean, this is insane. These reports are, if you guys want these reports, I can email to anybody that wants them. I'm not hard to find. You have a great day. I'm moving on.